Hello and welcome to the WandaVision discussion with me and James. I'm Dom.
I'm James.
James, what do you think of episode 3?
I really like this one. I think the general consensus, even between you and me, it is probably the best episode so far.
Oh, definitely. It's just
I'm not saying the other
feels
episodes are bad. I think the other episodes are great. I just think this one is like,
no. But this one feels like a whole nother level. Like
oh yeah.
stuff happens.
But here's the thing: stuff happens, but not a lot happens.
No,
No.
that's
What I mean
right.
is,
That was the one problem I had with it. Like,
until the
I'll get into that
moment.
later. The Don't
Yeah.
start with the negatives.
But no, what I liked about it so much was like the slow pace of it and how isolated and simple it was. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, This felt much more like a sitcom, I would say, than in a good way
The
than the
acting's a
first
lot.
two episodes.
Yeah, the acting's a lot more acting.
Yeah, the first two. So the first one was too much sitcom for me. Second one was like, it's okay,
It's the
but
idealism. It's the idealism.
the sitcom thing. I know, but like this episode, the sitcom thing, it felt like a 20 odd minute sitcom where the focus is, oh my god, baby problems,
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what's so
and
good about
it's
this show too, is it's
yeah,
using the tropes of the sitcom. Like the first one, oh, we've got to get to. We have a dinner party tonight. What we gonna do? Then the second was we've got to we've got to meet our neighbours and the family. This one, oh shit, we're having kids. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. We don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, it's
which
using.
means the next one's gonna be
I
like
don't know. Is the
family
next one?
troubles.
Is the next one? I think it has to. You can't. I don't want them to hard turn this, like to have a shield heavy episode in the middle of the series, a sword heavy episode in the middle of the series. I don't want that.
Oh no, not after this, not
No,
after that. I think the next episode has to be heavy on the sitcom side again.
not to say that sword can't be a
Then we get
part of
more
it.
sword stuff.
Not to say that sword can't be a part of it, but it can't just change like that. I think it would be a detriment to this show because
All right, I think we know one thing though, because they've said they've done a opener for every episode that has the sitcoms thing.
and a
I
conveniently
don't think we're going to
hexagon.
get Sword.
No,
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get Sword as like a cold open at all. Sword is going to be like end of the episode stuff,
well, we know the back
and
three
that's going to be
episodes
it.
are the big tent pole. Here's your Marvel film episodes. We know, we know.
Which
This is
is
the thing: 9 episodes, 6 decades, 9 episodes, and 6 episodes cut 6 decades each. Do some
well,
do a bit.
that's the prediction that I've made.
I
Of
think it's fair to
6.
assume because they're desperate to show how quickly time is. This episode shows how quickly time is actually progressing. And
well, yeah, it's
I just
the thing is the one thing I have to kind of think is, are the children going to age like quickly
because
or not?
we see them in the cots, don't we, in the trailer?
Yeah.
And that's the 80s one.
So I'm kind of thinking like, are the babies just going to be babies the whole time, and that's going to be it?
I don't know, but then look how much. But look how much of the promo shots and trailer footage are just are from the opening sequence.
Well, because when I watched this, I messaged you like immediately. I was like, most of this episode was in the trailer. Like the most of the opener was in the trailer.
Yeah,
like the bicycle riding, all that stuff. It's all there,
I
and
can
it works.
easily see the babies in the cots part of the trailer, part of the opening.
Oh yeah. Which
I think
honestly, if that's what they do from now on, that's great.
Honestly, and I love the deeper we go, the less they've shown.
Which makes me think there's some big stuff's gonna come.
Oh, but do you know? And somebody said this. So I was watching, and it put perfectly. The happier and happy, like fantastical it gets, the darker it's gonna go.
Oh yeah, I mean,
dread,
she's just had a baby. She's just had twins,
and oh my god,
she's
how they
instantly acting all creepy.
when she started singing, That's
Oh,
unnerving.
she's definitely the villain in Doctor Strange 2. Let's just agree
At
that
least
right
an
now.
antagonist, at the very least.
Yeah, she's not going to be a hero,
No,
like in any way. I don't
I think the
think.
general consensus going in, oh, she's going to be like a mentoree or something. Like, do you know what I mean? It was going to be sort of that sort of thing. It was a
I
bit.
see. Yeah, because
That's the general
we
consensus of it.
kind of we didn't know what the WandaVision show was when Doctor Strange 2 was like around.
It's floating around, but
I
what
can't
we
remember which one came first. I can't remember,
WandaVision
but
got announced
you know,
in February 2019.
Doctor Strange. I feel like we knew about that
Doctor
before.
Strange, we knew about it, but got announced at San Diego,
Yeah,
and then that's when they
but
announced
it
the
was like we
climate, and
knew.
then we knew it got messed up because of obvious
Yeah,
reasons.
see, I think back then it was like, oh, Wanda's just going to be in it because it's magic,
Yeah, but I think we
and
know
now
why.
it's like now Wanda's going to be in it because it's magic and she's becoming evil.
Because here's the thing, that wasn't a hero. That wasn't. And do you know what I love about this? I think Paul Bettany's brilliant in this
Yeah.
series. Like
Oh yeah,
how he was like
he's a
actually
great actor.
no, how he's doing the like really camp stuff, like the excited, overly excited father to be. I loved that.
But then
But
also
I know what you're gonna say.
the worried kind of
Wanda, I think there's something
the
wrong here. But how he
and
changes.
it cuts.
And did you think there
Oh,
was when you first saw it? Did you think there was a glitch in like Disney Plus, like a
oh
buffer
no,
error?
I knew instantly what it was.
For the split second, I knew it was a rewind. But do you know what I love? Is that like
He just carries on.
no, not that. It's how subtle the move was. There was no big
Oh
over
yeah,
elaborate rewind. It was just a cut, and I'm like, because that even shows
I
she's
think
more how powerful she is because she can just do something simple like that.
in the trailer, not for this episode, but there was the Catherine Han one where she kind of goes, "That was a bad take." I think it was,
Hmm.
which makes me think she's definitely in on this. She knows what's
I
going on.
think she's. I've got a theory on it. I've got a theory on it, and that's mainly because of the ending. Because I think we're just going to talk about the ending too. Because I think
Is
up
this your
until
crazy? Is this your crazy one that you said about?
my theory. No, I'll get you. Actually, but like I like actually. Should we just yeah? Yeah. With Catherine Han, I think whatever's happening, we know there is a bigger looming presence in this. It's not Catherine Han. Do you know what I mean? It's not Agnes. She's not the one we should be. Do you know what I mean? Concerned,
It's
yes.
obviously it's
There's a bigger
obviously
bad.
Herb. It's
Mm.
Herb. He's with that hedge trimmer, Christ on a bike, he can cut through a brick wall like
But I love how they're
just
showing how people are breaking down just even more casually now,
yeah.
and they're playing it off as
It's a
jokes,
weird.
and they're playing it off as jokes now in the sitcom, and it wasn't played off.
It needs to be like that.
Yeah,
Do you see how Wanda isn't when Vision isn't with Wanda, it's kind of like different.
yeah. But here's the thing:
You
she
know?
can't rewind on that moment because she wasn't there to see it happen.
Yeah, so she can't change it. So Her- like Herb
That
is
seed of doubt.
kind of he's going to
Yeah,
tell him,
that
but then
seed of doubt.
obviously
That seed of doubt
he gets
is
kind
in
of
his head now. He can't change that. She can't
yeah.
change that. And when she's talking about it, she's clearly worried about something. Like, I'm scared now. And I'm thinking that I think I think she obviously knows what's going on. She knows there's a bigger bad, and I think she is actually helped in this reality. I do think that. However, I think
Yeah.
they're going to go one step further and saying, "I'm trying to break this out. I'm trying to end this, like in a good way. I'm
Who
trying."
Wanda
Ag-
or
Agnes,
Agnes?
Agnes.
Yeah, I
I think
think that was the thing. Like
she's got her own
she's
agenda.
trying, yeah, but I can't remember who it was, but I think it's the showrunner came out and said basically, I've seen all your like theories, and there's a lot that are right, and then there's a load that are also wrong. It's like
Oh, that was Kevin Feige talking about
the ones
Spider-Man.
that people have been saying the most.
That's what Kevin Feige talking about
No,
Spider-Man.
no, no, no. Someone about WandaVision.
Oh,
No, someone talked about WandaVision. like literally just yesterday or something,
Oh,
and they were saying it's your theories are right and wrong. So it's like, uh,
I think the
I
right
feel like it is
one.
going to be Mephisto.
Yeah, because that's the biggest one. It's the biggest one. It's the most
Yeah,
obvious one.
the,
Look, deal with the devil. It's literally could be the underlying theme. Deal. You've made a deal with the devil.
honestly, if I was Marvel or this guy, and it wasn't Mephisto, I would say it wasn't, because then it would just send everyone into like a frenzy of like, oh
Mm.
shit, we don't know what it is,
But then if you confirm, but
and
if you leave it to speculation, it just it's
yeah.
like how that they won't confirm those actors in that film in December. We know they're in it. We know one of them
But
was
it is
from
a bit
outside the
weird that we
set
haven't had anything
on that.
whatsoever.
We don't even know what it's called. I suppose
Yeah,
on that one
so
we'll get that. I think we might get a few bits of information when this series ends. But then again,
well, yeah,
we don't.
like I've been saying,
But then again, if you
if
in
this
that,
is multiversal,
but then yeah, sorry.
if this is multiversal, then obviously Spider-Man 3, if it is dealing with Spider-Men and multiverse stuff, it makes sense.
Oh no, it
This,
does.
however, right, it deals with a thing that's different in the fact that it has a whole different pocket kind of dimension,
You
but
mean
on Earth.
yeah, because they show Westview, don't they, from the outside?
Yeah, and it's like clearly a place.
Mm,
It's not made up. So it's a strange one, and it's an entire town. Clearly,
yeah,
like
and we know.
just from the opening credit bit,
Oh yeah,
when it shows like the library and all this stuff, and it's like, wow,
yeah,
look at how
and
cool it is,
that we
and the
know the
cinema
people
is
in it are
like,
real because remember she cut her hand.
yeah, that was it. I've just realized it. So Oz the Great and Powerful is the film that's showing at the cinema in
Yeah,
the like opening bit, and people have been like going like, "Oh, that's a bit weird, isn't
yeah. It's
it?"
a seven. They're
That
set in the
came out a few years ago.
'70s for a 2000s film. Yeah,
Yeah, but if it's now, but it's a '70s theme, of course it can be a film from last year
yeah,
or whatever. It doesn't matter, you know. And I think that's trying to show that like she can't alter everything, you
yeah. But
know.
then we're in 2023 in the MCU.
Oh yeah, shit,
How
damn
can you
it,
have a film from 10 years prior?
because they can.
There's a reason for having Oz the Great and the Powerful in there. That's not
But
a
it's
mistake
about
you make. Do you know what I mean? That's not like
Oz the Great and Powerful follows the kind of witch
unless
and
they
stuff,
unless they're trying to
kind
reference
of.
something that happens in Oz and the Great and Powerful that's they're parallel.
The um.
Oz and the
So
Great and Powerful
I think
is the
it's
rise of the
about the
Wicked Witch.
witch
Yeah,
mainly.
it's the rise
Yeah,
of the Wicked Richard or whatever.
but it also shows how Oz or whatever is a fraud, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that's
The
probably the
guy who's
reason why.
behind it.
And I don't think it's because of Sam Raimi.
Oh no. I think it is literally just because of like you've got the main character and the like something isn't how it
Who's the
actually
fraud?
seems.
Who's the fraud? Is it Vision?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. He's not real. He's a fake.
How can he know?
She's created him.
But then I could see it being messed up. Like she managed to get because we know there's gonna be flashback. There's gonna be a flashback heavy episode in the back three
I think
because we
I
know they go
think
back to
that could.
Sokovia. Sokovia.
Yeah, but not even joking. I think that could be the last episode, the
Yeah.
very last one. Like she's broken out and she's just like gone off, and they're like, "Oh crap, where's she gone?"
Yeah. I think also like
You know,
in the case of like I want to know what the hexagons are for. That's the big
it's a
thing now.
weird consistency, isn't it?
Yeah.
Six-sided shape.
Is it the Mind Stone?
It could be,
Because it's all happening
but
inside the Mind Stone. It's not, but like, do you know what I mean? It's happening inside a hexagon.
I mean, that's a bit far-fetched because it's a stone, so it's not really a hexagon,
Yeah, but have you seen it
which
like
is
when
that.
it's lodged in his head?
Oh yeah, I have.
I could see a bit. Is anything like satanic about Mephisto? Oh, well, yeah, he's the bloody devil.
Is there anything satanic about one of Marvel's Hell Lords? No,
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
think so.
the literal devil, because that's when they don't call him the devil. It's like
Yeah,
because like back when they created him, it was really like a no to do the literal devil, so you had to call
he
him by wink, wink, nudge, nudge names.
Mephisto.
You called him Mephisto.
He is not. He is the devil, but he's a devil in
Mm,
Marvel. But I could see them doing him as
yeah,
the devil.
I think it's fair to
You
say
know.
that Ralph is Mephisto
Yeah. All
or
right.
something.
To, before we go any further, though, I want to clear this up. This isn't the Christian devil. All right. Marvel doesn't do that.
No,
Really.
it's the devil of
They do,
the
but
universe's underworld.
yeah, it's not like Hela is.
Yeah,
She rules hell. It's not like, oh wow, it's
it's like how the
that God's gonna turn up or
it's like
something.
in like Norway and like the Nordic gods. They are just aliens who we perceive as gods. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, I
So,
read Norse mythology by Neil Gaiman. I think it is the other week, and it's like the MCU versus that is completely different.
mm.
So
It's just how we
don't
perceive.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they call this guy the devil, don't be looking at him like, oh look, it's the guy who was in the Bible. It's
No.
not.
Like
You know,
but then the devil's in the detail. It's not the only place he is. I mean, come on, that's a bit on the nose, isn't it? Like,
he's also in the Bible. But
and
no, it's a
I do think,
it's a strange one. I
yeah,
think he's going to come, and
I
I
think
could see. So I think we're going to get Grim Reaper and Wonder Man in this series
I think honestly,
in some way.
I think it's a given now. Aaron Taylor Johnson's going to be in it.
Yeah,
How
and I think
how they were talking about Pietro, yeah, yeah.
I
Even
think
if it's in Sokovia flashback,
yeah,
he's coming back.
he's back in some way, but
But to be determined
oh,
any
what
other way.
what a strange theory I've just thought of. What if? So I don't know if I said this before, but what if he's a because he has a beard, so he can't unless he shaves that,
I know what
which I
you're
don't know if he
gonna say.
has at the
I know what
moment.
you're gonna say.
He can either be alternate universe where he lost Wanda and he's depressed, he's grown a beard. He can be Mephisto to obviously taunt her,
Please,
or
please.
or he can be just alternate universe Quicksilver where she kind of just brings him in, and she also brings in Evan Peters
Mm,
as Quicksilver. But
yeah,
I don't want that.
I
That
do.
just seems pointless.
I do think, like we say, we get an Office episode, aren't we? Well,
I
which actor was in the Office? James
It's
Spader.
obviously Steve Carell.
James Spader.
Oh yeah, I think he's coming back in this series, or at
I
least
think he'll
in the
be. I
future.
think it'll be as a like in human form. Like
Oh yeah,
I could see him just like,
human form.
yeah. I and I
Vision's dad is the one that we said, didn't we? The
yeah.
last episode, I
Because
think.
are they playing up family? Because they're all. But here's the thing: that everything's derivative of the Mind Stone. Everything.
Um, it is, but so the last decade that I suggested that kind of doesn't work if we have The Office was Modern Family
They're
because that started in
pretty much the
2009.
same. I think they'll do a
They are,
hybrid. I think they'll do a hybrid. I think because
yeah,
they've been doing a hybrid.
but
Yeah. Sorry.
Modern Family has it's strange. I've not really watched it. It's I've kind of caught it
Yeah. I
on
think
and off,
everybody's
not
watched a
really,
couple of episodes. Everybody's
But
watched a couple of episodes.
yeah, yeah. But it jumps around
Mm.
because it has different families. So I think
And it's called Modern
maybe that
Family.
episode.
And it's called
Yeah.
Modern Family. It's an ABC show too. So it's
So who
Disney.
could we get as the other families? What if we get Ralph, who does show up?
Yeah, I look. They're slowly baking in Ralph, aren't they?
Yeah, he's coming, I think.
Yeah. Because
But he won't be Mephisto. He'll be Ralph, and then he'll become Mephisto.
and he's
Like,
basically I
oh,
know what they're gonna do
reveal.
because this is the big thing about the document between Modern Family and The Office. What's the one thing that they do? It's not just the camera angles and the zoom ins and mockumentary. What makes it a mockumentary?
They
It's
do.
the interviews.
They do like kind of talking heads
In the
and yeah,
interviews,
interviews.
and then she's gonna be talking to somebody. It's not gonna be Vision.
That was the thing. That
That's
was
gonna
the
be
thing.
scary.
I said that. I said that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Not on the thingy, but the whole thing of in the. I think it might be the last trailer they did. She talks about something and says, I don't know what that is," and it's like she's talking to somebody who has a knowledge of this place,
Yeah.
not any of the other people. Like
Oh,
she can't be talking to Agnes or Herb or anyone else. It has to be someone who knows. So what's going on? And
yeah.
it's annoying that that's going to be a few episodes away.
But I'm looking forward to it, and I feel like they will deliver. Because look how they. I hope they continue this slow burn pace because it really works for this series. It really works.
I'm looking forward to it if each episode has something,
I think it will.
right? Because
This was originally
I don't
6.
want to have a series where. Really? I
Yeah.
forgot that.
No. This all of
Well,
them were envisioned
hmm,
for roughly 6, right? But then they thought, no, if we do 9, we
yeah.
need 9. And I think honestly, if they feel like they need 9 and they can tell their story, because they're not bound to how long they should be, I'll take. Yeah, I'll go on that, saying that they need it to be 9.
Yeah. But then I think, right, the one thing is, though, it needs to have substantial stuff in each
I
episode.
think it will. I think
So
you're
this
either
is the
gonna,
biggest one so far because obviously Monica gets thrown out.
and she is an agent of
And
sword.
then,
She wasn't just in there. She had the sword back. She had the sword.
okay, yeah. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but so I sometimes watch trailer breakdowns, okay?
Yeah.
And someone, they said about in one of the trailers that that like image of her when she's talking to Wanda with the sword necklace,
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
and they were like, maybe it's an upside down cross or something. I was like, it's clearly a goddamn sword. Like, seriously,
I
stop
hate
trying to
it when
make up things.
like the trailer breakdown sites always do this like far-reaching thing when it's Occam. Just use Occam's razor. You know what it is.
Just I like I just can't believe you would have to make up something like that.
Mm. Should I talk about what I was going to say? I was going to say
You know, fit your crazy theory is this.
it is so dumb. It is so dumb what I'm going to say now. Like it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
They're doing a sitcom thing. We think it's going to end with Modern Family, The Office, like with the interviews, and it's going to reveal who she's talking to. We need an actor who's
yeah,
probably the same age as Catherine Hahn, so about 50, late 40s, early 50s,
yeah,
and probably somebody who's probably it doesn't have to be, but more in line to like the sitcom thing, because I feel like there's some good comedy actors who would bring it out.
yeah.
And because it's ending with Modern Family, why don't you make Ralph, whoever it is,
Oh,
Ty Burrell? And
hmm.
he is the character from Incredible Hulk.
That he was playing Doc Samson, wasn't he? I think.
No, that was Tim Blake Nelson. He was playing Betty's. He was playing. Was it Betty? Yeah, Betty's boyfriend. And
Let me just get the cast.
and remember, they said they're pulling from every early MCU film's
Ty
cast.
Burrell.
Yes, I don't know how to.
Ty Burrell.
He's from Modern Family. Yeah.
Is that? Yeah,
Yeah.
he was playing. He played Doc Samson, which is a Hulk character, but he wasn't a Hulk character in that. He was
Okay.
barely used.
Okay. But where I'm coming from with it is that like, huh? And this is so dumb.
Yeah,
Like, here's the thing. If you really think about it, if he was the devil,
yeah, he'd be a good actor.
yeah, and think of it this way, like we know they're pulling from deep cuts from the early MCU films now. Look, they're bringing back Tim Roth. Then look, Sam Rockwell is going to be announced at some point.
Oh
And
yeah,
Tim Blake Nelson the same. Ty
I
Burrell,
think right.
Ty Burrell, and also like in Incredible Hulk, she's probably wishing for him to come back. right? And you said it's all about getting what you want and him breaking it. He broke it in Incredible Hulk.
I think so.
And this
I
is a
just
dumb
so
theory. This is a dumb theory.
yeah, it's a dumb theory, but
It's
it.
not without logic.
Oh, this ruins it. Okay, so Martin Starr, actor guy,
Yeah,
was
they're the
in
same
both the
character.
Incredible Hulk and he's in Spider Man.
They're the
The
same
same
character.
character. That's a tough one because then it's like, how much are you recasting and who are you recasting?
Well, that
Because
was
they
more.
recast Hulk,
That
obviously.
was more of a yeah. Oh, you're talking about how much they straight go. They go back to Hulk, Incredible Hulk. Is what you're trying to say? Because they're
Yeah,
already. Because here's the thing, if you look at Thunderbolt Ross, it's not the same Thunderbolt Ross. Actually, it could be.
no, it's not. But hmm, hmm,
That one I would
hmm,
honestly I won't be against it.
oh,
It plays into the
I
whole
think he'd be a
sitcom
great
thing,
actor for it.
really, because you gotta get someone who's like
Ty Burrell, he looks good for the part. To be honest, playing the devil,
and it's like
he has the look of like he could play somebody creepy.
yeah, it's the sport. And here's the thing, he's so forgettable
Like
in that film. But
yeah,
it's a deep cut though.
a bit like
Hmm?
but he's an actor they could hide.
Yeah, that's what I
He's
was
an
about to say
actor they
too.
could hide.
That's what I was about to say too.
That's yeah, no, that's a good one because he's not A list,
But
which is what
he's
they like.
but then again, he's probably on the same level as Catherine Han, where you could hide Catherine Han. She's
Yeah,
brilliant. She's brilliant, obviously, but you could hide him because he can't hide Carell. You can hide
it's
Spader.
I mean Steve Carell you can hide. Even though I'd love to have Steve Carell as him,
I'd love Hugh Laurie as
I just don't. Hugh
that.
Laurie would be amazing too, but
That's weird. That's
they're
weird.
too big to
Yeah,
be.
but Ty Burrell, that's when you would
Ty
not see
Burrell,
coming.
I hadn't even thought of that one, and I'm fully on board for that one now.
You'll be
I
disappointed
want
if it
that.
doesn't happen.
I'd be disappointed if that doesn't happen.
But no,
Just,
it would be meta though. It would be meta if they're doing Modern Family.
I mean, it would work so much better because you could actually kind of be like, oh look, it's that guy.
Mm.
You know, he was in that other one. He was in the actual one. Like, it's a good reference, and it's also a good actor.
Good actor, and honestly, it enhances the Incredible Hulk. It does the whole
It does.
it does the whole governor thing in Winter Soldier of Iron Man 2. The
Oh,
Hydra.
so
It's the exact same thing, but doesn't is not cheap. Do you know what I mean? It wouldn't be cheap. And because here's the
yeah,
thing, she was probably wishing. I already said she was probably wishing that he came back and was safe. She wishes he was back. He comes back, right? He breaks it,
hmm,
and he was the one who was dobbing in as well in Incredible Hulk about where Bruce
yeah.
was.
It actually works for him to be the devil.
Mm.
But I mean, Mephisto's the devil. You know, that's damn it. I don't know what to say about that because it's a
I thought it was
good
dumb.
idea.
I thought it was dumb.
No, it's a good idea because it actually like it's not one of
Enhances.
those where it's like
Yeah.
yeah, it's not one of those where it's like this very kind of minor actor
Mm.
or this massive star.
And we
It's
know
a
how deep
this
they're gonna
guy.
go. We know how deep they're willing
Yeah,
to go with what's his name, William from Iron Man. We know
yeah.
how deep they're gonna go, and Ty Burrell is bigger than him, so
It's like it's oh, what is it? You know, in Iron Man, going back to the last
yeah.
podcast we did, they have the guy who's in Spider-Man: Far From Home as well.
They are, yeah. That's what I was trying to say. It's like that's what I mean. They're the same character. They're the same actor too.
Yeah, so
which
they can do it.
I was weird about that. I was like, hang on, did they pull a sneaky with this one? No, same actor.
Hmm. Yeah. I don't know what else to say now. I I feel like we should probably end the podcast now.
It was a great episode, and I'm looking forward to go
Yeah,
where it's going to go.
you've completely stumped me now because I just want that. See you next week and watch the podcast, the other one, the
No,
film one.
we just did Iron Man, and you just did David Copperfield few podcasts,
Dave Copperfield's the last one, and
and give the other one a
uh,
watch
uh,
too.
yeah, go watch them, please. See ya.